In the soft light of early morning, a small, tired old dog walked slowly along a long, empty road. He was hundreds of miles from home, and all alone. Nobody knew where he was going or how he had come so far. But this little dog was not lost. He was on a journey. This really happened in 2026. So come with me, and let's follow one brave little dog on his long way home. Listen slowly and try to relax. Don't worry if you don't understand every word. Just enjoy the story. His name was Scout, and he was an old brown dog with kind, gentle eyes. Scout was almost 14 years old, which is very old for a dog. He lived in a small, sunny town, in a little house with a green garden. And he lived with two people that he loved very much. The first was Eddie, a kind old man with white hair and a warm smile. Eddie had looked after Scout since Scout was a tiny puppy. The second was Hazel, Eddie's young granddaughter, who was 7 years old. Hazel and Scout were best friends. They did everything together. Every morning, Scout waited by the door for Hazel to wake up. Every afternoon, they played together in the green garden. And every evening, Scout slept next to Hazel's bed to keep her safe. Scout was old now, and he was slow, and he liked to sleep in the sun. But he was happy, and he was loved, and his life was gentle and warm. Then, one ordinary day, something strange and frightening happened. It was a busy morning, and the garden gate was left open, just a little. And when the family looked outside, Scout was gone. They looked everywhere. They called his name again and again. They looked in the garden and up the street and all around the town. But the little old dog was nowhere to be found. Hazel was very worried. Where was her best friend? Eddie put up signs all over town with a photo of Scout. Days went by, and then weeks, but Scout did not come home. Everyone began to think that they would never see him again. But little Hazel never gave up hope, not for one single day. Now, this is the strange and wonderful part of our story. Because far, far away, Scout was still walking. Nobody knows exactly why the old dog began his journey. Nobody knows how he found his way across so many miles. But every day, the little brown dog kept walking, on and on. He walked along quiet country roads under the wide blue sky. He walked past green fields and tall, dark forests. He walked through small towns where people had never seen him before. His paws were tired and his legs were sore, but he did not stop. It was as if something deep inside him knew exactly where to go. Some days the sun was hot and Scout was very thirsty. Some nights it was cold and dark, and he was all alone. But Scout was a brave old dog, and he kept on walking. Along the way, kind strangers saw the tired little dog. A woman at a farm gave him a bowl of fresh water. A boy on a bicycle shared his sandwich with the hungry dog. An old man let him sleep in a warm barn on a rainy night. These kind people wanted to help him, and Scout was grateful. But every morning he got up and he started walking again. He crossed rivers and hills and long, empty roads. He walked further than any dog should ever have to walk. And all this time, far away, his family was still hoping. Back home, Hazel looked at Scout's empty bed every night. Eddie kept Scout's food bowl by the door, just in case. They did not know it, but their little dog was coming. Slowly, day by day, Scout was getting closer to something. The weeks turned into a month, and still the old dog walked. He had now travelled almost 1,000 miles. 1,000 miles? That is further than most people travel in a whole year. Then, one grey morning, Scout arrived in a big, strange town. He was very tired now. His journey had been long and hard. He walked slowly down a quiet street, and then he stopped. He stopped outside a large building, and he lay down by the door. It was a police station, and Scout was too tired to walk anymore. A police officer came out of the building, and she saw the old dog. The dog looked tired and thin and very far from home. The officer knelt down gently and spoke to him in a soft voice. She saw that the old dog was wearing a collar with a small silver tag. On the tag there was a name and a telephone number. The name on the tag was Scout. The officer looked at the tired dog, and she smiled kindly. Then she took out her phone, and she began to dial the number. Far away, in a small sunny town, a telephone started to ring, and everything, for one little family, was about to change. In the little house, Eddie was sitting quietly by the window. When the phone rang, he answered it, not expecting anything at all. A kind voice on the phone asked if he had a dog named Scout. Eddie's heart jumped. "Yes," he said. "Yes, that is my dog." The officer said that his dog was safe, there at their police station. Eddie could not believe his ears. Scout was alive. But the police station was almost 1,000 miles away. How could that be? How had Scout travelled so very far? Nobody could explain it. It was a real and wonderful mystery. Eddie called for Hazel and told her the amazing news. "Scout is alive," he said. "They have found him. We are going to get him." Hazel began to cry, but they were happy tears, the very best kind. "I knew it," she whispered. "I always knew he would come back." The very next morning, Eddie and Hazel began their long journey. They drove for many hours, across towns and hills and rivers. They drove the same long way that brave Scout had walked. All the way, Hazel held Scout's favourite little toy in her hands. At last, after a long, long drive, they arrived at the police station. Hazel jumped out of the car before it had even stopped. She ran to the door, with her heart beating fast. And there inside was a small, tired, familiar brown dog. "Scout," she cried. "Scout, it's me, it's Hazel." The old dog lifted his head. His ears went up. His tail began to wag. He knew that voice. He knew that face. He knew his best friend. Scout stood up on his tired old legs and ran straight to Hazel. She threw her arms around him and held him close and cried. Eddie knelt down too and hugged his old friend gently. "You came back," Eddie whispered. "You walked all the way home to us." The police officers watched, and they smiled, and some of them cried too. It was the happiest reunion that anyone had ever seen. The little dog who walked 1,000 miles was safe at last. They gave Scout food and water and a warm, soft blanket. Then, very gently, they helped him into the car to go home. On the long drive back, Scout slept peacefully in Hazel's lap. He was tired, but he was happy, because he was with his family again. When they got back to their little town, wonderful news was waiting. Everyone had heard the story of the dog who walked 1,000 miles. The whole town wanted to welcome the brave old dog home. People stood in the street, and they cheered as the car went by. Children waved, and neighbors smiled, and everyone was so happy. Scout did not understand why everyone was cheering for him. He just knew that he was home, and that made him happy enough. Nobody ever found out exactly how Scout had traveled so far. But maybe, when you love someone, you can always find your way home. So Scout came home, back to his little house and his green garden. He was older now and slower, and he needed a lot of rest. But he was safe and warm, and surrounded by the people he loved. Every day Hazel looked after him with all her heart. She brushed his soft brown fur and gave him his favorite food. And every night, Scout slept next to Hazel's bed again, just like before. The family loved the old dog more than ever now. They knew how lucky they were to have him back home. Soon it was time for something very special. It was almost Scout's birthday. He was going to be 14 years old. The family decided to have a big party just for him, and they invited the whole town to come and celebrate. On the day of the party, the garden was full of happy people. There were balloons and music, and a special cake shaped like a bone. Everyone came to see the brave old dog who had walked so far. Scout sat in the middle of it all, calm and happy and loved. Hazel sat beside him, with her arm around her best friend. "Happy birthday, Scout," she whispered softly into his ear. The old dog looked up at her, and his tail gave a gentle wag. He did not know that he was famous now, all across the country. He only knew that he was home, with the little girl he loved. And for Scout, that was the only thing that had ever mattered. People would tell his story for many, many years to come. The story of a loyal old dog, and a journey of 1,000 miles. A dog who crossed a whole country just to find his way home. Nobody could explain how he did it, and nobody ever would. But some things do not need to be explained. They just need to be loved. Scout lived happily in his little town for the rest of his days. Always warm, always safe, and always close to his family. And whenever Hazel looked at him, she remembered one simple thing. That love, real love, will always find its way home. And that's the end of our story. Thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed this story, watch it one more time. You will understand even more the second time. Subscribe for new stories and keep practicing every day. See you in the next episode. Take care.